court, my lord, I appear for the state, together with my colleagues, Mr. Singh and Mr. Duploy.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dana.
Together with Mr. Buthelezi and Mr. Olu, we appeared for Mr. Zuma.
Thank you, Mr.
Appear with Ms. Jackson for the second.
Thank you, Mr. Roo. Yes, Mr. Dana.
My lord, this court last convened on the 17th of May. The matter was postponed pending two issues. The first was the resolution of the application in terms of Section 17(2)(f) to the President of the SCA. That matter was decided on the 20th of May, some days after our appearance on the 17th, so that has been disposed of in the state's favour. The application was dismissed because the President found that there were no exceptional circumstances warranting reconsideration of the petition being dismissed.
Yes.
The second issue, which your lordship made an order of the court on the 17th of May, was the Constitutional Court application. Your lordship said that
it was part of the order, yes.
Yeah, part of the order. So indeed, my learned friends for accused number one, Mr. Zuma, did indeed launch an application to the Constitutional Court, dated the 10th of June 2022. It was filed, and we, the state, answered in the Constitutional Court on the 17th of June 2022. So since the 17th of June 2022, we have been waiting for resolution of the issue in the Constitutional Court. We've made our own inquiries through the State Attorney, and we have determined that the issue has not been resolved. There has been no order issued out of the Constitutional Court.
Yes, I think they're resuming their official term now middle August, don't they? August and September.
I understand, sir, my lord.
Yes.
So we're in the same position as we were last time, waiting for a final order from whichever way it goes, from the Constitutional Court. Last time it was the SCA and
Yes.
the Constitutional Court. So the issue is, what now, my lord? In terms of the court's order dated the 17th of May, I think it's fair to say that the situation must be replicated.
Yes.
We cannot now postpone to a trial date. We need to postpone to a provisional date. My learned friends, and then a holding date for the trial to resume.
Yeah, as previous. It's
As previous.
basically the same order as before, the one of the 20th, but we must put fresh dates.
Just put fresh dates. We could suggest from the bar, my lord. I have discussed it with both my learned friends. We thought the 6th of September as a possible date. That's a month and a bit from today. That is a Tuesday, the 6th of September, obviously subject to your lordship's
Yes.
directions.
My thinking on it, Mr. Dana, is that of what I understand, the processes that is followed in the Constitutional Court is to allow a bit more time also with their actual term period, which takes them up to the end of September. And I was thinking of a holding date of the 17th of October,
Yes.
because thereafter,
Yeah.
you might recall the last time there was also a discussion about availability of counsel, and Mr. Roo, I think, wasn't available until the 7th of November. So my thinking at the moment is that it be adjourned to the 17th of October as a holding date, pending the outcome of this application for leave to appeal to the Constitutional Court, and that depending on what happens, if it's been determined by that date, the trial will then start on the 7th of November, which is roughly 2 weeks later, to give everybody time to put their house in order. And if the matter is still not ready to proceed by the holding date of the 17th of October, then a further holding date will have to be determined. But let's cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yes, we defer to the court's
Yes,
timetable.
very well.
Yes.
And then likewise, the accused, both Mr. Zuma and Mr. I've forgotten the gentleman's name now, but on behalf of Thales, be excused from attendance on the 17th of October of this year. And then the last time I had a 5th paragraph to the order requesting the council to indicate to me what their judicial commitments were for the first term of the next year. And I didn't receive any response. So perhaps just as well, because we've now pushed it out a bit more. But I would like once again to ask the parties by, say, the 7th of September to provide a list of their judicial commitments for the second term of this court for 2023, so that we can start looking at the dates. If letters can be written to my registrar by the 7th of September, indicating what those dates would be. Because I think Mr. Roux also had a problem with the first term of next year.
Yeah, we in fact responded and we put on record that we available for the second term.
Then maybe it didn't reach me, but
I assume so.
yes. All right.
As it pleases the court, my lord.
Very well. Mr. Masuku, anything you wish to say in regard to those dates?
None, except to confirm the suitability of the dates that have been suggested.
Yes. Well, the 17th is really just another holding date. We'll have to see what the outcome is. Mr. Roux, your side, you've got
Nothing else, thank you.
Very well. I grant the following order then. 1, the trial is adjourned to the 17th of October 2022 at 10 o'clock as a holding date, pending the decision in respect of Mr. Zuma's application for leave to appeal to the Constitutional Court. 2, the adjournment is granted on the basis that if the application for leave to appeal has been determined by the 17th of October 2022, the trial shall commence at 10 o'clock on the 7th of November 2022 until 2 December 2022. 3, if the trial is not ready to proceed by the holding date of 17 October 2022, then a further holding date and date for continuation of the trial shall be determined. 4, on the basis that the accused undertake to appear on the 7th of November 2022, if the trial is to resume on that date, Mr. Zuma and the representative of Thales are excused from attendance on the 17th of October 2022. And 5, the counsel of the parties who will be representing the accused at the trial are requested by 7 September 2022 to provide a list of the dates of prior judicial commitments when they will not be available for the continuation of the trial during the second term of this court for 2023.
Perhaps before you, is it possible to do the 17th of October virtually? There is obviously the resources we have are very.
No, that's Mr. Masuku. I'm quite happy that you don't have to be briefed for. It's just a holding date.
Yes,
just instruct a local council or junior to come and attend to it.
No. I mean, I was proposing a virtual date. If your lordship is not.
Yes, no. I think let's rather keep it. You know,
okay.
We've had a history in this
fine.
matter of virtual dates or virtual hearings and then objections. So let's rather keep it the conventional way, I think. But you're excused as senior counsel.
I understand.
You don't have to appear. You can. I certainly won't be offended if one of your juniors or a local council appears, because on that date, it's either I'm going to fix a new holding date, or we're going to say we're ready to proceed on the 2nd of November. I beg your 7th of November.
Yes. No, it's we note your proposal
yes.
to us. We'll consider what to do.
Very well.
As the court pleases.
Court will rise.
Yeah, long time. We immediately responded. No. We said we just don't respond. No, we get.
Knowing you,
Send it to me as well because Linus don't want to from 11.
It's just a custom. It's nothing to do. That thing that is
Let's go to check my briefing for this listing.
it's not listed. I've even discussed it with them and
Don't have it in handbook. That's
I'm telling you, I think Andy also says this case.